John Beltran back with Tyler Carmen. We'll head to the boys' game here coming up momentarily from Brush, as the girls won 58-32 tonight. And just like, we had a brand new girls head coach and Anthony Wilson. The new boys head coach is Heath Becker. So this will be a lot of fun for the Bee Diggers, in this particular system now with a new head coach, and see how this team progresses throughout the course of the season. So 58-32, the Brush girls win. And we'll find out essentially what happens here. I mean, the one thing we're assured of here, Tyler, is that we're going to see a faster game. That's for sure. We'll see how sharp the offenses are here for both Brush and Akron.
If you were a betting man, John, would you take the over-under on turnovers for the boys as compared to the girls?
Oh, well, I would hope it's way under.
You would hope, but the first game of the year, guys want to get out and run.
I know, yeah, and there's some dynamic athletes out here, so you never know exactly what happens, whether they get a little bit too antsy, and then all of a sudden you're looking at a ratio of turnovers to points that is not too favorable.
Yeah.
So they got to, they got to be very careful here and keep this game in check.
Yeah.
Especially, Akron likes to run. I don't know how much this team will run in particular for head coach Sean Randall.
What's the turnover like for both these teams? They have returning seniors, or is this a younger team?
Well, looking at Brush, Tyler Barfus is one of the more experienced players, but it's fairly young. Ben Garrett is a senior. He didn't play a ton a year ago, so I think Brush is in a transitional mode. They've got some solid players, and as for, let me see here, and you can see for Akron, you've only got two seniors, Andy Stivers and Adrian Herrera,
and just one junior.
And so they are pretty young. Team. And looking at the Bee Diggers side, Hunter Dunn is a scrapper, so is Ben Garrett, Saucedo, Jeremiah Donez. Now that's the key, because he was the point guard a year ago. So you look out for Donez, and he's going to dictate this Brush offense. If this team could go as far as he goes based on the way he runs the offense. So we'll find out what happens as these teams get set for the second half of the doubleheader. And Paul Acosta now with tonight's starting lineups. Keep in mind that the Bee Diggers will be back at it, both the boys and girls, tomorrow night. And I don't think they're looking to pace themselves at all. They just want to go all out.
Nah, they're young. Let them run.
That's a good point. Oh, no, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. That's the way to go. I'm sure, you know what? It's more fun for them.
Oh, yeah. Starting lineup brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check them out today. Fort Morgan and Brush.
Well, there you go. Andy Stivers is the correct pronunciation of that senior. All right, Donez, the senior, he's certainly the key out there, and Tyler Barfus also in that starting lineup. Alfonso Saucedo made some contributions a year ago. Luke Seawald, certainly a very good football player. We saw him quite a bit. And Cesar Hinojos. All right, and for Akron, let's just recap this one. Adrian Herrera, Xavier Lipsey, along with Evan Vogt, Braxton Demers. Well, let's see, you want to take this away.
No, we're good. Brush coached by Heath Becker, assisted by Victor Lopez, Dean Nichols, and Mark Rudel, I apologize.
Yep.
Opening tip brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, BBD is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project.
Immediately there was a foul off a missed shot there, so we played 4 seconds.
Yeah. I tried to hurry through that as much as I could because I knew something was coming.
Yeah, and Luke Seawald's already going to the line off the foul from Adrian Herrera.
Good start for Luke Seawald, 2 for 2.
Looks like the Bead Diggers are going to institute a light press, but they're picking him up in the backcourt here. Let's see if the Rams work this offense around. I think they're just looking to not make a mistake here. They've already triple teamed, and they get it out to Herrera, and he misses that three.
Long rebound. Controlled by the Rams. They're going to swing it around again. And that's a three, good by number 2 for the Akron Rams.
That's Herrera. Yeah. He looks like a scorer, Tyler.
Yeah.
So here's your guy here, Jeremiah Donez. He's the one to watch out for Brush.
Corner three, a little long. Rebound controlled by Brush.
That's another one. Salcedo on the baseline.
That's a big dude.
That's a real big dude.
I'd let him bang it down there in the block all night long.
Yeah, oh yeah. 4-3 Brush. 6:45 to go in the opening quarter here.
Yep, travel.
That was Xavier Lifsay traveling at the free throw line. First turnover.
I think Brush is going to go ahead and press him basically the full length of the floor.
And Akron is not. They're going to just hold back and play defense once Brush gets into the front court.
Long three missed by the Brush Beat Diggers.
Yeah, and Xavier Lifsay grabs the rebound for Akron. That's Herrera again, and he drills the triple, and he's fouled.
Yeah, I think you were right with that whole scorer. He's got a really smooth-looking shot, does Herrera.
And Barfus commits the foul, and Akron leads 6-4 with 6:12 to go in the opening quarter.
And he makes the free throw, 7-4.
It's Herrera 7, Brush 4. He's got all the points for the Rams.
Seawald travels.
First turnover by the Bead Diggers. I think Brush going to make a substitution already, and that looks like it's going to be Keegan Link. Keegan's a very good ball handler. Excellent ball handler.
Comes in for Luke Seawald.
It's going to be a long night for Brush if Akron keeps beating the press. And that's a foul against Brush, it looks like.
That's Herrera again, putting the pressure on him.
Yeah, Shane Wrights is a banger. He's coming into the game for Barfus, who's got 2 fouls, and the Bead Diggers down 7-4 with 5:55 to go in the first quarter. Akron just swinging it around the ball.
Tries to dish it inside. That's a turnover.
Strong drive to the basket by Salcedo, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. As you mentioned, he's a big boy. He's not going to be easy to defend at all.
Yeah, I'm not going to get in the way of that when he's coming down the lane.
No. Livesay commits the foul.
First free throw's good. Brush going to make another substitution.
That's Ben Garrett. He's a senior, and he occupies a lot of space.
So far, Brush 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yep, 7-6, and there's a double dribble.
Another turnover by the Rams.
Yeah, that's their third. Yeah, this is going to be...
this looks like a pretty fast-paced game.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good one. It's already started off a good one in the first 2.5 minutes. And there's the ball handler that I was talking about in Keegan Link. He can really set up and engineer an offense.
Cross court from top of the key. Apparently he can shoot the ball too.
Keegan Link, it's a catch and shoot triple. And the Bee Diggers were down moments ago. Now they lead 9-7. Boy, that's Xavier Livesey strong, but now he fouls Ben Garrett after he made a strong drive to the basket. And I don't know how deep Akron is, Tyler, but that's 2 fouls against Livesey.
Yeah, and he's coming. He's coming out of the game.
Let's see who's 33 on this roster. David McCaffrey, who is just a sophomore.
That's probably not Saucedo's strong game. Fadeaway jumper there.
Yeah, on the right baseline.
Short.
And he missed it badly. Heck of a steal by Keegan Link, and the other way, banking and scoring. Holy mug. Shane Wrights.
Left-handed.
Off the turnover. 11-7 Brush. 4:19 to go, first quarter.
I'm going to stay on Herrera. He's going to pop 3 again. That's good. All 3 of them are like nothing but net for Adam Herrera.
He's got all the points for Akron. It's 11-10. And he shot that one on the left side. He's been left side, right side. I think maybe one, I don't know if he tried one straight away. But he's keeping Akron in the game.
That's another 3. Brush answers right back.
That's Keegan Link again. 14-10. It's fun basketball to watch here.
It is.
Akron's moving it around. Even when a pass looked like it was thrown away, it was flagged down over there by Braxton Demers.
It's a poor pass inside by Akron. Brush is going to take it the other way. Lay it up and good.
Jeremiah Donez. I'll take care of some of the names only because the gibberish that I wrote on here, you might not be able to read it.
Yeah, and I look and I'm like, I don't get that.
Yeah, you'll have your own system there tomorrow night. Although I'll leave you with proper ways to pronounce it. So it's now 16-10, and Brush was down 7-4.
Yeah, and then come back and.
Yeah, they've gone on a 9-3 run for a 6-point advantage.
3:20 to go in the first quarter. Who took that timeout?
Akron took the timeout, so the Bee Diggers still have their full complement of timeouts. 3:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Brush Girls won 58-32. Crystal clear ice, good for any drink any time of year. You can pick up AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store in Northeast Colorado today. That is AC Ice. And again, 5:30 tomorrow night for the girls' game. And 7 o'clock.
About 10 after 7 when we started the boys' game.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
That was even with the fourth quarter of the girls' game dragging.
That was rough.
It was rough.
That was rough.
Even Coach mentioned it a little bit. He goes, that last quarter was not fun.
That would be Coach Anthony Wilson, who Tyler spoke with after the game, and that's got to be a Bee Digger foul.
Akron turned it over on their
Excuse me,
inbound,
Akron
and then Brush tried taking it to the hole. Be 2 free throws.
Yeah.
For Shane Wright. I praised him earlier for the really nice left-handed layup, but it turns out he is left-handed. So
yeah,
still nice layup. But
yeah, right, but it's his natural hand.
Yeah.
So the Beat Diggers were up 11-10. Now they've gone on a 6-0 run. Wright sinks the first, and not so much in the second.
Akron's going to try and get out and run here. Nice spin move. Lay it up and missed it. Wright comes down with a rebound. Now Brush's turn to run. They're going to turn it over. Should be a jump ball here.
Well, there's only 4 bodies. Make it 5 on the floor at one time. 2 Beat Diggers and 3 Akron Rams.
The ref hasn't signaled yet.
No. I think, I'm guessing it was a tie-up possession arrow Akron. Yeah. But I didn't see any signal either. Yeah. 17-10 Brush, 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. See, and that's Keegan Link's defense way too tight along the baseline. That's going to be a foul 100 times out of 100 with a body.
Yeah, Herrera knows how to beat that press.
13 foul for Brush. Akron's committed 4. And they're still pressing. The Beat Diggers going to be pressing the whole game. Oh, boy, and there's a foul in the backcourt by Ben Garrett on the inbounds pass.
Didn't mean to. That was kind of an unintentional foul.
But, again, you do not want to get the opposing team in the bonus.
No. 4 fouls for each team now.
Yeah, you'll be calling games in the new gym starting next month, and it is still a work in progress. Another foul. That's at midcourt. And that was committed by Hunter Dunn. 5 team fouls, and now this is getting ugly. And now that's a timeout called by head coach Heath Becker. You can't commit fouls like that.
The aggressiveness, but just a little too much.
Timeout brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. 17-10 in favor of the Beat Diggers, and they've scored the last 6 points.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that new gym over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, that's a collegiate level gym, easy collegiate level. It's beautiful.
I might have to go run over there and see if I can't take a look at it at halftime or something.
Yeah, go for it. I'll take care of you. I'll go through all the numbers and. Yeah, hopefully it'll be still be open over there. That's the I don't know if they shut that down, but there'll be plenty of opportunities as well.
Sure. Another turnover by the Akron Rams at the free throw line, and Brush is going to try and take it back the other way and turn it over themselves, right near the Akron bench.
Oh, they just kind of contained the inbounds pass to Herrera. He's got all the points. Without his points, this would be a 17-0 game. Crazy enough as it seems.
Number 23 for the Akron Rams, Andy Stivers.
Yeah, he
really
just
good ball
threw it
handler.
away. Yep, but he threw it away on a jump pass, and that's 8 turnovers for the Rams. The ball went out of bounds. Keegan Link might earn some extra playing time. He's got the ball now, considering he's made 2 3-pointers in 2 attempts.
Ball bouncing around on the baseline. That's a 3 missed by number 32 for the Brush Beat Diggers, Jackson Dunker.
And Stivers grabbed the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 17-10 Beat Diggers as they walk it over. Akron just really whipping this ball around.
And Brush at the next dead ball is going to sub the entire team out. 5 new players going to come in for the Beat Diggers.
And Ben Garrett just grabbed the rebound off the miss from Herrera, but then is that an offensive foul?
That's an offensive foul. I believe that's Dunker again.
That is correct. And offensive fouls also are turnovers.
Yeah.
Well, this is as new for you as, although Donez is back in, and so is Salcedo. So some of those starters actually got a breather.
Brush running a full court press.
Cesar, no holes in there as well. Yeah.
It's an air ball. Brush going to take it back the other way. Salcedo fell, actually, after he caught the ball. That's a turnover. And Akron's going to take it back the other way. Number 20, Evan Vogt.
And he banked it in at 17-12 with 1:09 to go. In the opening quarter, Brush has maintained the lead. Good ball movement here, and Donez
gets his first 3 of the game, 20-12, just like that.
Donez with 5 points. Down to 46 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Oh, nice. Oh, almost a save in there by Brushes.
Would have been a nice behind the back.
Yeah, it would have led to a layup.
Herrera's going to throw it in.
That's Damian Thornton. He's barely played in this game in his first quarter for Akron. So they made a couple of substitutions.
I don't know, but if I'm Akron, I'm trying to get it into this guy's hands right here, Herrera.
Right.
As much as I possibly can. They're swinging it around, trying to get somebody open. That's a turnover by the Rams. Salcedo's going to bob and weave his way down. He's going to lay it up and in. 2 Akron Rams tried to take the charge, and neither one of them got it.
Were you looking for a whistle?
I was really expecting it. Akron beats the press, but does not get the layup.
Whoa, they're going to count that. I don't think that should have counted.
No.
That should definitely not have counted. But scoring there is Evan Vogt.
Right at the end of the first quarter, 22-14. But yeah, I thought, I don't even think the ball left his hands when I heard the buzzer. But
it didn't. Well, let's go 30 seconds now. 30 seconds on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1010 KSIR, Tyler Carmen alongside John Beltran. Start of the second quarter, Brush Beat Diggers lead the Akron Rams 22-14, and Brush is going to start with the ball. They're going to kick it out. That's a 3 made by number 2.
That's Donez.
Yeah, Donez.
Jeremiah Donez. He's got 8 points in the game.
I'll remember his name one of these times.
Oh, yeah, no. Once you cover this team in just 2 or 3 games, it'll be easy. Now they're up by 11.
That's a throwaway. That should be Brush ball. And it's going to be Brush ball.
Coach Heath Becker.
yeah. He
made sure it was Brush's ball.
The refs seemed uncertain there for some reason. Either way, Brush, second possession of the second quarter. They're going to swing it around. Seawald's got it to the top of the key. He's going to drop it down low, kick it out.
It's a very athletic team. Oh, Donez again!
Heating up a little bit.
He's got 11 points, and the Beat Diggers are up 28-14. You can see there, Tyler, where this kid's going to be the key.
Yeah.
He can get open, he can dribble, he can dish.
That's another turnover by the Rams at half court. That should have been a foul, and they're going to call it.
Hinojo's got bodied up there by Evan Vogt. How do you like the Beat Diggers committing just 3 turnovers in the opening quarter while Akron just committed their 11th of the game?
And just 5 fouls for the Diggers as well. That's Donez again, heat check, and he missed it from the corner.
Didn't miss it by much.
No.
Stivers grabbed the rebound, his third.
Akron's going to swing it around. They're in the far right corner, back to the top of the key, back into Herrera's hands now. They're going to dish it down low. That's big number 4. His shot's going to get blocked
by Salcedo.
Dish it down low.
Yeah, Hinojos couldn't control it and it went out of bounds.
Off his foot.
But only the 4 turnover for Brush, and we played almost 10 minutes of basketball here. 6:22 to go before the break, and the Beat Diggers.
Seawald making a nice defensive play there. Nearly stealing it on the inbounds.
Beat Diggers up 28-14. There's the celebrity Evan James.
Akron is going to, oh, man. Salcedo nearly had the turnover, but Akron's going to miss the easy layup anyway. Now Salcedo's going to bring it back up the floor. Again, I don't know. Oh, they're going to. Did not see what he called there.
Kevin Fergus called a block, and I think that was you know what? I think that was a little bit of an Academy Award there by Stivers.
Yeah, he tried.
16 foul. Both teams with 16 fouls. 6 minutes to go. Bee Diggers up by 14.
Going to try and dish it down low. That's Nejos again. He's going to try and kick it out to the wing and turned it over, but then Akron traveled, gave it right back.
Let's see, that'll be Seawald throwing it in.
Not a lot of movement on that inbounds, but they get it in. Oh, that's a beautiful pass inside. Yeah. Seawald now is going to take a three, and he's going to hit. To the top right side of the key.
How do you like this? 6 3-pointers by Brush. And they're up 31 to 14.
They just got the ball back again. Seawald, he's going to drive inside. Might have got fouled, but he misses the layup. Nejos puts it up and gets it. He's going to have an and-one opportunity.
Boy, Hinojos with a strong move there after the miss off the turnover by Akron. The Bee Diggers are now up 33 to 14. Tyler, what have we seen with the girls' game? Akron girls took a while to get going in these quarters. The boys haven't scored in the quarter, and the Brush has scored the first 11 points of the second quarter.
Yeah, it helps when you hit a couple threes. It helps, I'm telling you.
Well, Herrera's still doing his job there. He had 3 threes there in the first quarter for Akron.
Yeah.
But Donez with 3 for Brush, Link with 2, and as you mentioned, the Seawall just hit another.
Yeah, scoring from nearly everybody on the Brush Bee Diggers.
Well, you know, I got to say this. I'm more of a fan of the 3 at the high school and college level than the NBA.
Well, at the NBA, it's like nothing. It's so routine, yeah.
It's a 23-foot shot, though. And, I mean, unless you're Golden State or even Houston in past years, nobody's shooting 45, 46%. I mean, it's all, you know, if you're a good team from three-point range at the NBA level, really good, you're in the mid-30s, percentage-wise.
Yeah.
But in high school or college, it's like a 19-foot jumper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of a realistic shot. And that's why these teams have combined for 9 3-pointers in the game.
Yeah.
And we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Nejos with his and one opportunity. He makes it. So they had a timeout there, but that's the reason why they subbed out Nejos on that one.
Right. 12-0 run to begin the quarter for Brush.
Ben Garrett's going to come in. Brush still running that full court press. Herrera's got it in the backcourt, back to Stivers.
Seawald trying to avoid the foul. Nice job there.
Herrera going to drive in and dish it down low. That's number 4 for the Akron Rams. Xavier, how do you say that last name?
Livesay. Yeah, it's like phonetic.
I gotcha.
Yep, Xavier Livesay.
That's another 3 by the Brush Bee Diggers. I believe that's number 5. That's Hunter Dunn, right?
That's Tyler Barfus. Dunn is 20. Seawald 15.
I gotcha.
But they almost look alike.
They do.
Well, Ben Garrett almost a foul, and then Livesay.
Oh my gosh, Salcedo's just ejected him. Then, oh man, just a little bit too hard of a pass up to Seawald. And that's actually going to stay with the Brush Bee Diggers. Akron Rams, last ones to touch it, going out of bounds.
37-16 Brush with 4:41 to go.
That was a grown man block by Salcedos.
Yeah, they're in blowout mode now. Brush is looking really good for the first game of the year.
Running up and down the court. Shooting a high percentage. Barfus is going to try it again. That was going to come up a little short, but Ben Garrett's got the rebound. Oh, and that's going to be off Salcedos down at the block. They're going to turn it over. Akron in the single bonus now with 17 fouls. Brush still with 6. Akron trying to break that full court press. They do get it back into number 2. That's Herrera. Nearly turns it over. Stivers has got it back top now. Swinging it around to the left side now. And that's Keegan Link picking his pocket, taking it all the way. And Herrera tried to do it. I tried to have a chase down block, but ends up fouling number 12, Keegan Link. Keegan Link's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, when my son and Keegan were growing up together, they played in the same club system, and they were 1 and 2 in terms of point guard. They could both handle the ball really well.
Yeah,
and they're 2 good varsity players. So it's fun watching Keegan. I mean, I saw him when he was much younger, and he could really handle the ball. Not sure, did the B-Diggers call that timeout?
They did. Rush timeout brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555.
37-6 Brush, 4:06 to go in the second quarter. And the story's been the three-point shooting for Brush. They've got 6 in the game. Check that. I got that wrong, 7, because Seawald just hit that one. But Jeremiah Donez, when they went to Fort Morgan last year and beat the Mustangs, Donez had some close threes. And Fort Morgan was dominating that series. They had won the last, I don't know how many.
Oh, they've won a lot going back. I remember watching those games.
Until Brush last year got the better of them in Fort Morgan. And that's going to be a heck of a game when they play on December 21st. That'll be in our sister station, B106, and B106.com coming up on December 21st. With those games to be played here, that'll be the final games to be played at the old Taylor Dome will be on December 21st, and then Tiders will be salivating for those games in January and February at the new gym. Yeah. It is incredible.
That's a good word to use. Keegan Link hits his first free throw. See if he can go 2 for 2. Hits back rim, and it rims out, but Cesedos gets the rebound. They're going to swing it around. He's going to try a 3 again. That was Link. He missed it long. Nobody touched it. That's going to be Akron basketball.
And I mentioned Link and my son playing. My son had his first varsity game for Fort Morgan today. He made his first 2 threes, and then he clanked the third one just like Keegan Link after he made his first 2 threes. Yeah. I see so much of this uniformity when kids used to play with each other, and then they do the same thing for separate schools.
Akron, oh my goodness, should have been a turnover there, but Brush B-Diggers nearly running into each other. Either way, Herrera's got it on the left side now up top. Brush B-Diggers running a man defense. Doing a really good job rotating. Herrera's going to take the 3 from the top of the key, and it comes up short, but Akron gets the rebound. Back to Herrera's hand now. As John just lost.
Yeah, it won't fly because I have no coordination.
Herrera's got it back to the top of the key now. Akron still swinging around, trying to get an opening. And that's a travel finally. Akron's going to turn it over.
Yeah, I see it right. There's no big deal. No. I mean, it's a cheap pen. I got a bunch of cheap pens. You've got a good pen. That's a real good pen.
That is a good. Well, I dug that out of the bag.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize
the bag that I had for the Sterling game, there was all sorts of pins in there. I don't know what happened to that one.
Yeah. It might be a secondary bag or somebody took them. 3:12 to go in the second quarter. B-Diggers lead Akron 38-60. The Brush Girls won tonight 58-32.
Jackson Dunker now into the game. He's got the ball on the right side. I'm going to throw it back up to Link at the top of the key. That jumper, I didn't see who shot that ball. Oh, Shane Riot.
Oh, my God. What a move!
Behind the back, that is number 3 for the Akron Rams, Damian Thornton.
He went behind the back twice.
That's a freshman.
And then laid it up and in, and it's a 20-point Brush lead with 2:35 to go in the second.
As Jackson Dunker took a 3, and then as the Akron Ram was boxing him out, he takes the foul. So Dunker's going to get 3 free throws now.
Yeah, Sean Randall came out of his shoes, the head coach of Akron. I mean, committing a foul on a three-point shooter, you don't want to do that, especially. I mean, I realize you got to close out, but you don't want to close out that aggressively.
No. 19th foul for Akron. Dunker's going to get 3 here. Oh, no, that was
I guess it was on the follow-through. I thought it was 3, too.
I thought so, too. It was just a single bonus. Dunker misses his first attempt. And then Brush must have fouled him trying to go get the ball, so now Akron will get its first shot at the bonus free throw line. 17 fouls for Brush.
And it was Dunker who committed the foul off the miss.
That's in. That's number 22 for the Akron Rams, Braxton Demers. Is that how you say that one?
Demers or Demir?
Demers,
I'm not sure.
And he rattles the second one out.
Nice rebound there by Hunter Dunn. Oh, what
Oh, man, wide open down at the block with number 21, Ben Garrett.
That is a gorgeous.
And then Akron stepped over the baseline. It's going to be a turnover on them. How many turnovers for Akron?
That would be number 15, but that's a gorgeous no-look baseball pass thrown by Jackson Dunker, as you mentioned, to the wide-open Ben Garrett. The lead is 21.
They're going to inbound it to the top of the key. I believe that was Shane Wrights who took the 3 and missed it, but Ben Garrett gets the rebound, goes up, has his shot blocked. Akron ball now, bringing it back up the floor.
Two minutes to go.
Herrera, you don't want to give him too much space. Akron going to swing it around. Herrera gets it on the right side, takes a 3, and that's another nothing but net for Adam Herrera.
He's got 4 threes in the game.
That's Shane Wrights again with the nice left-handed layup coming right back.
He's got 5 points. Brush leads by 20. A minute 39 to go in the second.
Brush gets the ball back down on their end of the floor. Keegan Link able to fake out Herrera and get another 2 points on the easy layup. Now Brush really starting to turn up the pressure here on full court. Akron breaks it, gets it back down. Stevens is going to take a 3. That's long. Long rebound. Herrera gets it back at the top of the key. Nearly has it stolen. Finally, Brush does get their turnover. Jackson Dunker's going to bring it back down the floor. And that is Hunter Dunn. Got an 8-foot jumper.
They might get to half of 100 here in the first half.
They might. 46-22 with 56 seconds to go in the first half.
Lane just committed a foul, 18th foul committed in the backcourt. What do you think, Tyler? It's a lot of fun to watch. The way Brush is executing.
Oh, it's a fast-moving game. You really like it when teams are actually hitting shots, too.
Right.
It's tough to watch, 10% shooting.
Right, they're getting open looks and they're nailing them. And Brush has got 46 points. Brush almost has as many points in this game as the girls did in the entire game.
Yeah. First shot for the bonus is good for number 22 for the Akron. That's Braxton Demers.
B-Diggers are doubling up Akron at 46-23.
Demers goes 2 for 2. Jackson Dunker's going to bring it back up the floor. Should have been a foul there by Akron, but ball's going to go behind the half-court line, go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Brush. Keegan Link will throw it in.
Got 47 seconds to go.
Dunker at the top of the key. That's Keegan Link again. That three-pointer is off to the left. Akron comes down with the rebound.
That's a good timeout call by Coach Randall because Stivers or Herrera. Now check that, Thornton. One of them was getting close to being called for traveling.
Yep.
34 seconds to go.
B&B Appliance can help you with all your appliance needs. Stop in and see what they can do for you. Check them out on Ensign Street in Fort Morgan.
Well, the B-Digger scored 22 points in the first quarter, 24 in the second quarter. You love that consistency.
Yeah.
It's not easy to score 20 points in a quarter in high school basketball.
No, it is not. 8 minutes? I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of points for 8 minutes.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So the fact they're doing it, And what I love that they're doing is that they're stretching the floor. I mean, the girls had a lot of easy layups because they ran the floor well in the first half. But the Akron boys are collapsing the inside, and outside of a little wide open shot by Ben Garrett, the Beat Diggers have been shooting for the outside.
And knocking them down.
Yep.
30 seconds to go. Second quarter. Akron out of their timeout, brings it back up the floor, trying to set up their half-court offense. Stivers has got it at the 10-foot line and turns it over. That's Keegan Link. I think Keegan Link thought there was a lot less time left on the clock as he just threw one up. Misses it. But Donez hits a three again. That's 49-24. Now 5 seconds to go. Stivers is going to try and throw it up to, I believe that's Mears, or no, that was Evan Vogt, who tried to beat the buzzer but misses the shot, and just like that, Brush Beat Diggers head into halftime leading the Akron Rams 49-24. This is Tyler Carmen alongside John Beltran. We'll come back with the halftime report from Brush.
On 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1010 KSIR. Tyler Carmen alongside John Beltran. Halftime between the Brush boys and the Akron Rams. Finishing up here, coming down on like 15 seconds. Just a reminder, Brush halftime is brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Brush leads 49-24 as we get ready to start the third period. All but two players for the Brush Beat Diggers have seen the floor.
Thanks to my colleague, Teresa Lake. I hadn't eaten all day. She got me a hot dog for the concession stand. Have you ever eaten something so fast? I swear, I forgot I ate it.
Did you even taste it?
I absolutely not. Boy, I tasted that thing. I mean, but it was so good. I just needed something in my system to hold me over.
I know all about that. My wife's pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah. It used to be, I had to ask her why she was in a grouchy mood. I don't have to do that anymore.
Right, there you go. There you go.
Akron's going to take possession here at the beginning of the third quarter. Ball's into Herrera's hands in the left side. He's going to drop it down to Livesay on the block. He's going to kick it back out. Back to Herrera's hands. Nearly stolen by number 15, Luke Seawald. Akron's going to reset at the top of the key. Oh, man. It's like running into a brick wall. Number 20, Evan Vogt, ran into Saucedos down on the block.
Well, it's interesting. They would throw an entry pass into Vogt when Saucedo's there. You're not going to do anything with that entry pass.
Yeah, Saucedos really didn't even, foul him. Vogt just ran into him.
It's Alfonso's first foul, though, so he's in good shape.
Yep. They're going to drop it down low to Herrera. Herrera, that's a good inbounds play.
Adrian Herrera's got 15 points in the game, 13 of those in the opening half.
Brush has got their first offensive possession of the second half. Take it at the top of the key, drop it down low, kicked back out by the Akron Rams. Saucedos has got it on the right side. Swing it back out. Saucedos wants to shoot. Seawald will shoot. That's an air ball. Saucedos saves it. That's a three by number 5, Tyler Barfus. Good start for the Brush Beat Diggers.
Beat Diggers have 9 threes. I said 7 at halftime. It was 8. 9 threes, and Barfus has 2.
Donez picks it off. He's going to have the easy layup. Scoring not slowing down.
16 points for Donez, 19 turnover for Akron. Beat Diggers up 54-26 with under 6.5 to go in the third.
Oh, nearly turns it over again, and that's going to be that was a quick jump ball call there, and that's going to go Brush's way. That was a quick jump ball call.
Yeah, Coach Fergus, he wasn't messing around there.
No.
Akron's got to keep their head up here tighter. This is a tough one for them.
Yeah. That's another three. That was Donez again. Is that his 6th or 5th? That's his 5th three of the night.
19 points.
Nearly steals the ball.
And it's a smooth-looking shot.
It is. It's really smooth. Next to no rim. It's just.
Yeah. Rush leads by 31.
They're going to kick it out. Akron has had an open three in the corner. Passed it up. They're going to kick it back to the top of the key. picked off. That is number, I can't even see it. That's Luke Seawald. He's going to lay it up and in. Luke Seawald's got long strides. Took him about 3 steps from the opposite 10-foot line.
Yeah, Akron's going to need a timeout. They're down by 33 here, 59-26. 5.5 remaining third quarter.
Herrera's going to try and get him back in it here. He takes a 3. That comes up short. Seawald's got the rebound. He's going to take it back up the floor. Slow it down, kick it off to Donez back in the right side. Saucedo, he's going to take a 3.
That's not his shot.
No, that's not his shot.
Evan Vogt grabs a rebound, hit nothing but glass there.
Might have been a travel there. They're going to drop it down into Livesay. Livesay is going to get the foul and 1. That's just Saucedo's second foul of the night.
Yeah, he should have let that go. He had no shot to block that shot.
No, and Ben Garrett's going to come in for him.
But again, I'm going to find out. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the number is for the Mercy in basketball. It's a 31-point game now.
We may get to find out.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
40 seems like a pretty insurmountable.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Livesay misses his and 1 free throw, scored 59-28. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Donez is going to take another 3, and that comes up short. Rebound goes out of bounds.
Well,
Rush is going to stay with their full court press here.
35-point Mercy rule, according to what I'm reading.
Wow.
Will go into effect for the 2017-2018 season, so this is the third year. Now, let me see if it starts at a certain point of the game. Maybe is it at any time or the
fourth quarter? You'd think it would be any time. Livesay, he's going to.
He traveled.
No, they're going to call. Oh, yeah.
There were 2 different calls, but I think 21 turnovers.
Brush is going to bring it back up the floor.
It is only in the fourth quarter with a 35-point or more margin, a running clock will be used.
Okay.
I could have looked that up 2 hours ago here. And there's a travel by
Seawald.
Yep. Only the 6th turnover for Brush.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it's excellent.
Halfway, coming down on halfway in the third quarter, 6 turnovers. You'll take that all day long.
Sean Randall, needed a timeout there.
Thought his player was going to get called for 5 seconds without getting the inbounds pass.
Now, would you be upset if they went up by 35 early in the fourth and went to the Mercy room?
I wouldn't be. Not one bit. I don't think the fans would be upset. I don't think the player. About the only people upset would probably be the Akron Rams.
Right, because it'll give them less playing time on the floor. But and Brush has lost a little bit of their A game here in the third quarter, but that was expected.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to keep that pace that they had. I mean, my goodness. Still, though, 59-28 here in the third. Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Get a delicious treat, breakfast, or lunch option to make your day better. 921 Edison Street in Brush.
Well, that'll be Herrera inbounding the basketball.
Still kind of befuddles me here that they don't want to get the ball into Herrera's hands more. He had a chance to take a shot there, and he passed it up. They're in the right corner now is Akron. Tosses it back to the top of the key. They're going to take a corner 3 now, and that's good.
Evan Vogt.
20. Yeah, Evan Vogt, sophomore.
Well, that's the way to keep it under 30. Hitting shots like that, it's a 59-31 lead for Brush.
Next dead ball, Brush is going to sub in 4 players. That's a missed 3 by Brush, but they're going to get the rebound again. Donez is going to take a 3 again. That's good. That's the 6-3.
There you go. 22 points in the game.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Akron's going to break the press. Livesay is going to have an easy layup.
Down to a 29-point lead. I thought he was going to take number 7.
Yep. Oh, Brush is going to turn it over. That's another travel call for Seawald.
Here comes some of those substitutions you were talking about, but still, these are guys that played in the first half.
Yeah, Jackson Dunker.
Keegan Link.
Let's see here.
We've got Hunter Dunn back out there. And Shane Wright.
Yep, Shane Wright is the other one. They had Livesay open in the block again, trying to break the press. Coming down on 3 minutes in the third quarter. Herrera's going to take another three, and that's good.
And he looks over at the crowd.
He does. You're still down a very, I'm not going to do the math, 62-36.
Yep, down by 26.
Yeah.
Let's see if I thought Dunker did travel.
Yeah,
that's a good call. Dunker's wondering, did I travel? What he did.
Yep.
8 turnovers. And into the game is Braxton Demers.
And Brush is going to take a timeout. Brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Greg Mullen and his team, like a good neighbor, are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. Yeah, and Herrera's getting a talking to by his coach right now.
Yeah, because somebody obviously got underneath his skin, so when he nailed the three, he turned around and motioned to the student section at Brush High School.
Yeah, hit it right there in front of him.
Well, I'm glad this is not in the new gym. That student section is going to be that much larger. People are going to come out
that
in
first
droves.
Game in January is going to be. I can't wait for that. I believe that's the 14th.
Let me see when that's. It's a good point.
My deal's going to make me log back in. I don't want to do that. 2:47 to go in the third. 62-36. Speed Diggers lead the Rams. Akron's going to get the ball back into play. It's going to go off Livesay's head. The Beat Diggers have got it. That's Shane Wright again with that left-handed, and he's going to get fouled. That's number 23, Stivers. I apologize. Shane Wright's going to get 2 free throws.
Wright's with 5 points in the game.
Make it 6.
Well, the boys are on the road that night against University.
Two for 2 for Shane Wright. 64-36. Rush still in that full court press. Akron breaks it, gets it back up the field, and Rush is going to commit a foul. That was Wright going for the ball. Just a third team foul on the Diggers. Rams only have 1 in the half. Akron's going to take the inbounds from the baseline. Throw it up to the freshman, Damian Thornton. He's going to run the offense from the top of the key. Now Thornton's going to get it in the corner. Drive to the hoop, and he's going to lay it up and in. That's a 2 for Thornton.
He's got 4 points, 64-38 Brush with 2:10 to go in the third.
Thornton, just a freshman. Looks like he's going to be a pretty good player for years to come.
Good athlete.
Dunez wanted that one. Brush tries to dish it inside, looking for, I believe that was Wright.
Yeah, Dunn tried to force it in, and it went off of Akron out of bounds. So the Beat Diggers retained possession with 1:58 to go in the third.
That's another 3. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. It rattles in and out for Dunez. Just a second 3 miss, and Akron's going to turn it back over, looking like the girls' team earlier.
Yeah, that would have been over Shaq's head.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty high pass.
Yeah.
Well, the Beat Diggers have led by as many as 31, but Akron has cut into that lead at, as I mentioned, 26.
Keeping it right there. Wrights is going to get it underneath the free throw line and lay it up with that left hand. He's going to miss it. Hunter Dunn goes up and gets fouled. He's going to get 2 free throws. It'll be a second team foul on the Rams.
Evan Vogt with his second, make it his third.
Hunter Dunn left-handed too. I just noticed that. Makes his first free throw.
I had no idea. Well, maybe from baseball. I got to remember now. I should have an idea.
I don't know if Hunter appreciate this, but he looks way bigger on the football field. He rattles the second one out, 1 for 2. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go Akron's way.
It's a 27-point lead for Brush, 65-38, with 1.5 minutes to go in the third.
Herrera's going to throw it in. Brush still running the full court press. Keegan Link defending the point guard for the Rams. They're going to drive it in, kick it outside to Thornton. Herrera's back in that corner again. And he's going to get fouled by Jackson Dunker. Jackson Dunker playing defense pretty aggressively.
Yeah, he's had the Dunker family. They're very good defensively. His one of his brothers,
Jeffrey.
Oh, what a point guard!
Yeah,
what a point guard.
Nunez is going to steal the ball on the inbounds, and he's going to get fouled hard. Don't know if they're going to give him that.
Yeah, he never got the shot off.
No, so that's going to be on the floor. That's going to just be the third team foul. They're walking. Now they're going to give him that. They're saying he's going up for the shot.
Well, the intent was to go up, but he really never did.
No.
He's already got 8 points in the quarter, 22 in the game.
Rattles his first one out. Looks like he's going to get subbed out here. Number 10 for the Brush Beat Diggers, Mark Lopez. Sophomore is going to come in for Nunez. Yep, and Akron's got to call another timeout on the inbound. Head coach for the Rams is not happy.
Yeah, Sean Randall, he's
fiery guy.
Excellent head coach. I think he was the head coach at Eads when they won state championships, so he knows his way around winning. And he demands a lot of his players.
Tough night tonight, 66-38 with 1:11 in the third. Akron down to the Brush Beat Diggers.
And the Beat Diggers are trying to score at least 20 points for a third consecutive quarter. They had 22 in the first and 24 in the second. Actually, they had 27 in the second. And now with 16 or 17 in the third. And got 1:11 to go in this quarter, and the Beat Diggers are up by 28.
We'll have Lopez, Dunker, Keegan Link, Hunter Dunn, and Shane Wright on the floor coming out of the timeout.
And Akron hasn't had many substitutions, but they do bring McCaffrey on. He hasn't played in a while.
Number 33.
Yep. Beat Diggers picking up pressure at half court.
Burr's got the ball. He's going to throw it into the corner to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to travel.
Yep.
That is the
25th turnover, 7 in the quarter. Yeah, they've had at least 7 turnovers in each of the first 3 quarters, and we have less than a minute to go in the third.
Lopez is going to swing it back to Dunker to the top of the key. Keegan Link's going to swing it down to the free throw line. That's Hunter Dunn. He's going to miss the 10-foot jumper. And then commits the foul going for the ball.
Yeah, but you don't want to. I mean, that's not a good foul.
No, Hunter Dunn knew it.
Well, you're so far away from the basket. What are you going to do with that?
Yeah. Staying in the full court. I shouldn't say it's a true full court. I guess full court would have somebody.
Right, right.
Inbound player.
But there is some pressure in the back,
and it works. They're going to get the ball back. Are the Diggers? Shane Rice is going to swing it back up to Lopez, to Dunker. Doing a good job swinging the ball here, trying to get somebody open. And Keegan Link's going to get the foul going up for the shot. He should have 2 free throws coming. 30 seconds to go in the third.
Well, I do wonder when the Beat Diggers are going to back off on the press here because the lead is so big.
Yeah.
I would think at the very latest, you back off the press at the end of the quarter.
Maybe they're thinking 35-point lead.
Could be. Misses the first, so it's still a 28. And the lead was 25 at halftime, so they've only picked up a few points on Akron. They've only expanded it by a little bit.
Misses both his free throws as Keegan Link. Brush does back off here a little bit on the press. Let's Thornton bring it up. Gives it off to Herrera. Herrera's at the top of the key. Swing it over to McCaffrey on the left side. McCaffrey travels again. 26.
It's now 27 because they had the other mishap right here.
Livesay is going to come back in for McCaffrey. Keegan Link's going to bring it up the floor here. 13 seconds to go in the third. Should be the last possession of the quarter. Hit the dunker in the corner. Back to Link. Gives it down to Hunter Dunn. Dishes it off. Nice play. Shane Rice with that easy layup. And just like that, end of the third quarter, Brush Beat Diggers ended on an easy layup by Rice. Score is 68-38. 30-point lead for the Brush Beat Diggers at the end of the third quarter. This is Tyler Carmen alongside John Beltran on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We'll be right back with the fourth and final quarter.
All right, let's head to the fourth quarter. The Beat Diggers lead the Akron Rams by 30, 68-38. Donis with another three. He delivers again. How about that, Tyler?
One way to open the quarter. Okay, so what are we at? We're at 33. 33, all right. Let's see if we can get to 35 here.
It'll go to a running clock if that's the case.
Herrera's going to line it up from the top of the key. He's going to miss it long. Sacedo's going to come down with the rebound. He's back in the game. He's going to bring it back up the floor. Give it off to Luke Seawald at the top of the key. He's going to dish it down to, that's number 22 for the Brush Beat Diggers. That's Cesar Canejos. He's going to miss the layup. Demir's going to have the top of the key. Gives it off to Stivers. They're going to swing it around here.
Donis, by the way, with 26 points in the game.
Livesay's going to try and go up, and Sacedo says, I don't think so. Twice! Oh, my goodness. Livesay's just not getting up high enough.
Well, head fake, ball fake.
Yeah, I don't think it matters for.
No, it doesn't. You're
Sacedos.
right.
He just sticks his big arm up in the air.
And he's holding his ground for the most part.
Yeah. Akron Rams have a wide open shot in the corner. They'd like not to take it. Livesay is going to be fouled inside the paint. It'll be the 16th foul on Brush. Livesay thought he was going to get a couple of free throws. That's not the case. Braxton Demir's is going to throw it in.
Yeah, one more bucket. Get to a running clock here.
Herrera's going to get it on the inbounds. Oh, and Hunter Dunn nearly has a nice steal there. I'm sorry, that's Tyler Barfus. Nearly stole it along the sideline there, but he stepped out. Akron will get the chance to inbound it again. Demirs has got it at the 10-foot line. Demirs has got it now. Stolen. That's number 15, Luke Seawald. Luke Seawald's going to lay it up, and there's your 35 points. Luke Seawald gets the steal and the easy layup. Herrera's now taking it at the top of the key. Rush has backed off on their press, letting Akron bring it up the floor relatively easily. Stivens is going to drive in. Sacedos nearly had another block. That ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stick with Akron.
And you can see the clock is running, so they have abided by that 35-point mercy rule. The clock will not stop unless there's a timeout or an injury.
73-38, Brush leads. Akron gets it in. And then throws it out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover.
That was tipped.
Oh, was it?
Stays with Akron, yep. The Bee Diggers tipped that one, so the Rams have it in front of the student section, which has been standing, I think, the whole game.
Give it off to Stivens on the left side. You're going to sling it down to the corner. And Sacedos comes away with the ball there, trying to get it down inside. Driving down low. Panejos missed the layup. A lot of contact down there, but they're going to let it go. Evan Vogt gives it off to Stuyvesant. Keep calling him Stuyvesant. I'm sorry. It's Andy Stivers, number 23 for the Rams. Try and dish it back down low again, and Brush steals it again, and then Livesay gets it back. Luke Sewall, man, Sewall's going to get called for the foul there. Totally unintentional.
Yep, it's a 1-and-1 too.
Yeah, that'll be the 7th.
Why are they stopping it now? That's are they supposed to stop it for free throws? Maybe that's.
Well, then what's the point of a running clock?
Yeah, I mean, you do stop it for free throws?
Interesting.
Well, the officials, Kevin Fergus is over there, but he's not saying anything, and he knows.
Maybe it's a chance.
I think for free throws, then.
Getting less than 35. So if he makes this, yeah, all right, so he misses it. Lead stays at 35
and
points.
the clock is still not there. But it's a late start on that clock.
Yeah. Brush is going to call a timeout. Timeout brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. Sorry about that. 4:40 to go in the fourth. Brush leads 73-38. Morgan Community College, MCC, is there to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu.
And guess what, Tyler? Akron still hasn't scored in the quarter. Again, we saw this in the girls' game. It takes them so long to get going in a particular quarter. It happened in the girls' game in multiple quarters. The same thing here in the boys' game. Brush has outscored them 5-0 here in the fourth.
Early on, it really thought like this was going to be a close game. Akron actually went up by, 11-7, I think, at one point?
They were up by 3-4 points early in the game, and then all of a sudden the Brush three-pointers were just going down, and now they're kind of clearing the bench.
Yeah.
In fact, we might have to look at the roster here because there might be players.
Number 0 for the Brush Beat Diggers. That's
Bryson Rudel. Yeah.
He's going to get a chance to be in the game here. Rocking the headband.
Yeah, out there with
Keegan Link,
Dunker,
Dunker,
Lopez, and Wrights.
Yep. Brush is going to start with the ball here outside of timeout. Mark Lopez has it in the left corner, kicks it back up to Keegan Link. Link thought about shooting it. Lopez thought about it too. Throws it over Rudel's head. Keegan Link's got it. They're going to give it to Rudel at the top of the key at the 10-foot line.
I like Rudel's headband.
Yeah. Lopez is going to take a long three. That comes up just a little long. Akron's got it now. They're going to take a jumper. That's Stivers. He misses it. Keegan Link gets the rebound and comes back down the floor with it. He's going to take a three from the top. That rims in and out. Herrera down with the rebound. I'm sorry, that was Thornton. Akron's going to take another 10-foot jumper. Come up short there. That was number 1 for Rams, for Collins.
And Rudel
gets a nice left-handed layup, 2 points. 75-38 now.
Nice to come into the game and score almost immediately.
Yeah. Oh, Thornton tried to go behind the back again and gets it stolen away. Jack to Dunker on the breakaway. Tries to give it back to Rudel. And Thornton travels. Thought he had the turnover there. Going to be Brush ball. Clock is running.
Yeah. I guess it only stops for free throws, but I didn't read through the whole thing.
Yeah. Looks like Herrera for the Rams is done for the night. Keegan Link gets the ball. He's going to sling it down to Dunker inside the paint, kick it back out to Wrights. Wrights goes up hard. That's going to be a blocking foul. Wrights going to get 2 free throws here. But now the clock is running.
Okay.
I wonder.
And now stopped. I don't know.
I guess it stopped free throws. When you think about it, that'd be a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, it would be.
And we're talking probably close to a minute.
McCaffrey committed the foul, and the free throw by Wrights is good.
2:52 to go in the fourth. Wrights makes his first free throw. And rattles home the second one.
Akron's been shut out in the quarter. They're down by 39.
Thornton's going to bring it up. Give it off to Vogt. Put McCaffrey in the corner. McCaffrey's going to go up, have a layup, fall short. Now that's Shane Wrights. He's got another easy fast break layup.
That's a heck of a feed there by Dunker.
Yeah. Beat Diggers on the verge of breaking 80. 2.5 to go.
As long as Brush doesn't foul, because they got 17 fouls. Akron's only committed 5.
Collins for the Rams has got it at the top of the key. They're going to swing it around. Thornton's got it in the left corner now. Volk throws it away. Keegan Link, he wanted to dunk it, and he comes up way short.
That was horrible.
That was really
Keegan's a great kid. He fell so short. That was ridiculous.
He got a run at it and everything.
Keegan is such a good kid. I mean, I don't think he got to the bottom of the rim. He might have got to the bottom.
He came close to the bottom of the rim.
Oh, man.
He wanted it too.
I know. He was.
Good thing he had a smile on his face when he came down. He knew.
No, I mean, that's Keegan. I mean, he's not going to get rattled over that. He wanted it so badly. You know what? I think he thought about it, and he didn't get the hops that he's capable of.
Yeah, he did. He kind of, like he had a little hesitation there and decided to go for it
Because
anyway.
you're still laughing.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny.
Well, I don't know. Did he get stuffed by the rim or? Cause
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It was comical.
I want to see this again. I want to see Keegan go for I know he can get higher than that. I just know. I think he thought about it.
Yep.
And plus the defender was coming.
Yeah.
And that had to be intimidating.
Yeah.
It had to be intimidating.
So Ben Garrett and Tyler Barfus.
Yeah, so I feel bad saying it was horrible. It just fell short of what I'm sure he was thinking.
It's one thing to get up there and you can see that he was there and then kind of missed, but that wasn't even close.
Yeah.
40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 79-38. Brush Beat Diggers. They get the ball back. Hunter Dunn now down the middle of the lane. Lay it up and good. That's 80. They get 81.
Akron has not scored in the quarter. The Beat Diggers 13-0 in this quarter. If they don't score, they're going to be shut out here. There's only 22 seconds to go, Tyler.
Akron's going to swing it around to the corner. Collins has got it. McCaffrey at the top of the key. Give it to Thornton. Thornton drives down the middle, lays it up, and floater was good. 81-40.
Oh, they did get on the board here.
1 second left. Lopez is going to let a 3 fly and hits it at the buzzer. Nice shot by Mark Lopez. That makes the score 84-40 right at the end of the buzzer.
Well, that bucket brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Normally the first bucket. Let's give them the final bucket. Engineering Consulting Services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. All right, so the Beat Diggers put together a strong fourth quarter. We're going to wrap this up real quick. Just a 1-minute break. Brush 84, Akron 40. 1 minute on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.